Are you there? Hello, young scholars. This is Mr. Hare coming to you from my house to yours or to your classroom. And today we're going to hear a story called Oonga Boonga. Oonga Boonga. It's by Fred Wyszynski, illustrated by Carol Thompson. And remember, illustrator makes the pretty pictures. Illustrator makes the pretty pictures. Hey, illustrator makes the pretty pictures. Illustrator makes the pretty pictures. Yeah. So the illustrator makes the pretty pictures, and we're going to find out what exactly does Oonga Boonga mean. Well, I can see on this illustration, the title really doesn't help me out. Oonga Boonga. I don't know what that means, but here I see this illustration. I think this is a little boy taking care of a baby. Maybe that's his sister or brother. Why do I say it's a little boy? Well, look at his face. That's not really the face of an adult man, so I don't think it's the dad. I could be mistaken, but that's my prediction based on the illustration. Let's take a look and see what happens in Oonga Boonga. Oonga Boonga. Nobody could make baby Louise stop crying. Her mother tried. She held her close and sang a little lullaby, but that didn't help. Louise kept on crying until her tears ran like rivers into the sea. Was it really a river? I don't think so. I think that just means she cried a lot. Her father tried. He rocked her gently in his arms and whispered softly in her ear, but that did not help. Louise kept on crying until her wails shook the pictures off the walls. Wails means really crying hard. Grandma tried. She gave her a nice warm bottle and said, "Eat, eat," but that did not help. Louise kept on crying until her sobs woke all the dogs and cats on the block. And sobs is another word that's kind of means really crying really hard. And look at those poor animals. Meow, meow, meow. Woof, 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 woof. It really affects them. Grandpa tried. He played a happy tune on his harmonica. And he did a little jig. That's kind of a dance. But that didn't help. Louise kept on crying till the birds flew out of the trees and the squirrels scampered away. Scampered is another word for run. Oh my goodness. And look, there's Louise. And if that's making all of the birds fly away and the squirrels run away, I think that's really loud. I think it's really, really loud. The neighbors came and offered advice. Turn her on her stomach. Turn her on her side. Play Mozart. Play rock and roll. But nothing helped. Louise kept on crying. Then her brother, Daniel, came home from school. "Oonga Boonga," he said to Louise. Louise looked up, tears streaming down her face. "Oonga Boonga," he repeated. Louise stopped sobbing and looked him straight in the eye. "Oonga Boonga," said Daniel again. Louise broke into a smile. She really didn't break. That's just another word of saying she smiled. I think she's happy now. How did you do that? Asked his mother. It's easy. You just say, Oonga Boonga, said Daniel. Oonga Boonga, said his mother. Oonga Boonga, said his father. Oonga Boonga, said Grandma and Grandpa. See, said Daniel, she likes it. And sure enough, she did. Louise was smiling from ear to ear. That means a really big smile. Oonga Boonga, said everyone in unison. I'm going out to play, said Daniel. Be back at 6 for dinner, said his mother. But as soon as he left, Louise's smile faded. That means it went away. Slowly, a tear rolled down her cheek, followed by another and then another, and soon she was crying as loudly as before. Oh no. Oonga Boonga, said her mother. Oonga Boonga, said her father. Oonga Boonga, said Grandma and Grandpa, but nothing helped. Louise kept on crying. What's wrong? Said Daniel. Oonga Boonga doesn't work anymore, they said. Wah, 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 wah. Daniel leaned over Louise and whispered in her ear, Boonga Boonga, Louise. And Louise stopped crying. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? Let's talk about these characters. We've been talking about character traits this week. Let's talk. It's easy to talk about Louise. We can describe Louise in one word. Let's see. What is it? We could say she's loud. She cries a lot. Upset. Sad, scared, mad. But I want us to talk about her brother, Daniel. What kind of character traits can you say about him? Look at the way he is with his sister. He's not mean. I think you could say he's kind. We could say that he is content. We could say he's very caring. We could say he's responsible. He takes care of his sister. We could say he's smart. He's intelligent. We could even say he's mature because he almost acts like a grown-up. The way he takes care of his little sister. We could say he's a good brother. He has some really good character traits. Daniel. I have a feeling that there's something on Seesaw about Oonga Boonga.